When we look at a map, we usually focus on the borders drawn by politicians. But long before those lines existed, the real architects of our world were already at work, carving through solid rock. Think about the Ganga and the massive North Indian river system. We hear its name constantly, yet it is easy to overlook the sheer geographical muscle it takes to sustain that much life. To actually grasp the scale of the Ganga, we need to zoom out, look at the rest of the planet, and answer a very basic question. What exactly is a river basin? Geographically speaking, a basin is a massive natural depression in the earth. This diagram shows how it works. Every drop of rain and melting snow on the surrounding high ground funnels down the slopes, collecting into one centralized drainage network. It operates as a massive, invisible engine. If you want to know exactly where human civilizations have the capacity to rise and survive, you just have to track the water. Take the Amazon River in South America. It doesn't start as a single powerful flow. It is born from countless smaller, overlapping streams merging together over hundreds of miles. That sprawling collection mechanism dominates roughly 40% of the entire continent, locking in enough moisture to sustain the largest rainforest ecosystem on Earth. Or look at the Middle East. Flowing right through the arid landscapes of Turkey, Syria, and Iraq, you have the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. Thousands of years ago, the reliable water supply from this specific basin allowed early humans to settle, farm, and build cities. The mud brick ruins left behind belong to ancient Mesopotamia, the literal cradle of human society. Then there is the Nile. In northern Africa, the surrounding environment is a vast stretch of sand. In a landscape this hostile, the water forms the absolute boundary between life and death. Originating far to the south, the world's longest river cuts directly through the Sahara. Because of that single channel, dense, million-strong populations can thrive in places like Cairo, surrounded by an otherwise uninhabitable desert. In these extreme landscapes, human history doesn't just happen anywhere, it clusters. These basins provide the foundational infrastructure that makes complex society possible in an otherwise hostile, unforgiving environment. In modern industrial hubs, the function of a river basin shifts. It quickly evolves into a high-capacity economic artery. Stretching roughly 3,500 kilometers, the Volga stands as Russia's national river. It forms a central commercial route linking the nation's core to the Caspian Sea. Further west, you have the Danube. This image shows how completely the river is integrated into the urban infrastructure, cutting right through the physical and economic heart of Europe. It flows directly through 10 different nations. Cargo, crops, and passengers move constantly along its current, making it an active international highway. Similarly, the Rhine winds from the Swiss Alps up to the North Sea. It physically forms the borders between multiple countries, while simultaneously driving billions of dollars in European trade. Look closely at the borders, the trade deals, and the economic wealth of modern continents, and you will find they are often structured around the flow of these active highways. Which brings us back to India. When you analyze the North Indian river system, you realize it possesses every single one of those global characteristics, all operating at once. This map illustrates the anatomy of the Ganga Basin. In the Himalayas, melting glaciers and rains begin a long descent, funneling into the northern plains. Like the Amazon, this channel is fueled by dozens of converging tributaries, watering a massive ecosystem. Much like the Tigris or the Nile, these waters served as an ancient cradle. They nurtured early Indian civilization and remain the primary spiritual lifeline for the entire subcontinent. And echoing the Danube and the Volga, the Ganga Basin functions today as a primary agricultural and economic artery, powering thousands of industries and farms. We are talking about hundreds of millions of people whose daily survival, jobs, and food supply are tethered directly to the health of this single geographical engine. These blue lines on a map dictate the wealth, history, and survival of an entire nation. Let us know down in the comments, which tributary of the Ganga do you live closest to?